Brothers got in here mad quick. A little too quick for me. Let's see something. Yeah, I posted some pictures of how I looked previously in high school. Yeah, that shit looked as funny as hell, bro. Hey, shalom, shalom. Back out here once again in this killer cold weather. Brother Yahawada, shalom. Brother Latif, shalom, my brothers. Yahawah Shimei Shai Barakatah. Alright, we back out here once again. Shalom, shalom. Just here to tell our people to wake up, get better, get right with the Lord, because that's all we gotta do. Back here out here once again to let our people, the 1/3, know that they are the nation of Israel, and let all the heathens know that they're going to get put in slavery and they're going to get put to death, thus saith the Holy Scriptures. And Hawashaya Mashak, Shalom, my brothers, Yahawah Shimei Shai Barakatah, man, Shalom. All right, we looking good. So before I get started with that, I'm going to turn towards the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to our power, which is Yahawah Bashim Yahawah. Shalom to the remnant and shalom to the elect. Give me one moment, Akim. Just had to silence the notifications. And redeem Mayakaahla. Shalom, my brother. Yahawah Shimei Shai Barakatah. Shalom, man. So I just want to go into fasting because, hey, we got to get as spiritual as possible in these last days. Because most of these people, they're carnal as hell. They don't care about, sowing to the spirit when you're supposed to be sowing to the spirit. Or you Akim, you need to be sowing to the spirit all the time. You started right at 11:44. Hey, that's your pod, man. That's your pod, man. 144, 12,000 out of each tribe. That's what's gonna get saved at the end of the day. But like I said, I want to go into fasting and like how fasting is so important to do. Because you gotta make time to fast. Because fasting is part of our culture. You look at the ancient men, Nehemiah, Ezra, all these various men throughout the Old Testament, New Testament, we always fasted. So we need to make sure that we're fasting. So that's really what this lesson is all about. Fasting and making sure that you're staying as spiritual as possible. Getting in the precepts, getting in our book. This is our book. This is not nobody else's book. This is our book. It's not none of these so-called white people's book. It's not the Africans' book. It's not the Elamites' book. Moab, Ammon, so on and so forth. It's none of their books. It's our book. So we need to meditate day and night, just like it says in Joshua 1 and 8. And Princess Yasharallah, Shalom, Akwa, Yahawah Shimei Shai Barakatah. Yeah. Let me get this right here, Joshua 1 and 8. Just start out. Gotta meditate day and night. Day and night. Ooh, my hands are feeling it right now. I'm not gonna lie, my hands are feeling it. But it's all good. It's all good. The word is gonna go out no matter what. Salaki. This is Joshua. Chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So we got to constantly meditate on the scriptures, because this is our book. This is literally what separates us from everybody else on this earth. We are a holy people, just like it says in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Just for clarification, we got to get that out too. Everything about this book is what makes us who we are today. We got to commit to it as well. Because it's one thing to say you're an Israelite, you're going to do what Yahawah Shimei Shai wants you to do, but are you actually committed? That's what separates those who say that they want to be doers of the word Salaki, they want to just be the hearers, but not the doers. And that's what separates us from everybody else. We actually have to embody everything in this book to the T. All the laws, statutes, and commandments, having the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because that is what makes us who we are. Not anything worldly, not your job title. It's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and having the faith that he's with us, and he's not with anybody else. And he's truthfully with the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Verse 9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Adonai Yahweh, thy power, is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has always been with us since the very beginning. When we were in ancient Egypt, Ashemaya, Shalom, my brother. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Brakatah. Shalom, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has been with us forever. Since ancient Egypt, the Medo-Persians, Neo-Babylon, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, all these various empires, he's been there with us. And he's been watching us very closely. He's been looking at everything we do day in and day out. Because the scripture says that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. If the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, why would you not want to correct everything you're doing day in and day out? Why would you not want to pray more? Why would you want to just do what you want to do? You need to be humble in this thing. In this truth, you have to be humble. There's no way around it. Because we all have worldly desires. We all want to have our way in this current world, man. But you got to do what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wants to do. Not what you want to do. Because here's the thing, in Babylon the Great, they teach you to continue on in what you want to do. Have your fun. Like for example, you have Aleister Crowley. Do what thou wilt. That's a very evil, wicked spirit to have. I mean, think about it. If you're going to do what you want to do, you might as well just get out the truth. This is not for you then. For example, you're leaning on your own understanding. You think that your ways are higher than the Most High's ways, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And little did you know that your ways mean nothing. It's literally futile. It doesn't have any significance. What makes you significant in the sight of the Lord is doing what he wants you to do. That's praying, that's fasting, that's knowing who you are as a Hebrew Israelite out of the 12 respective tribes. From Judah on down to Naphtali. The Lord wants you to do what he wants you to do, not what you want to do, thinking that it's all good in society, especially in Babylon the Great. We've been here for mad long, and you have to stay strong because evil times are coming to this world. Yo, Jacob's trouble is looking like 2024 right now. I'm telling you right now. Yo, 2024 is looking real bad. Y'all better get prepared. Straight like that. But let me go to the point. We got to strengthen ourselves through the Spirit. Because that's what makes us stronger. It's not what you want. It's what the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wants. Let me go to... And that starts with fasting. Leaning more on the Spirit. Because the Spirit is what makes us powerful. Not the flesh. Literally, there's a whole day dedicated to us fasting. And that's the Day of Atonement. Think about it. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai did not make that day just for one day out of the year and then you stop fasting and that's really it. No, you got to really do this as often as you can. I'm going to get it right here in one moment. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 27. Well, let me start at 26. And the Adonai Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. So that's a specific holiday, literally just for us, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. A day of atonement. Now let's figure out what this day is all about. Oh yeah, I got precepts. I'm gonna get all that. The water. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get it right now. Well, you know what? Let me get this real quick. Colossians 3 and 12 and 13. Colossians 3 and 12. I'll get that right here. Chill, I'm gonna need, it is some killer cold weather out here. Colossians. Salakia. Woo! I'm feeling it. Well, you know what? Let me just get this real quick. And I'm going to get all your precepts very soon. Leviticus 23 and 27. It shall be an end. It shall be an holy convocation unto you. And ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. So just like it said, it's a time for you to afflict your souls. This is where you're supposed to get serious in the spirit. You're literally casting off what the flesh wants you to do, which is to continue in whatever desire, whatever pleasure that you want to do. The flesh will make you think that everything's good to go in your current life. Because the flesh has one desire and your spirit has another desire. They're literally two things at each other's faces constantly. The spirit and the flesh are constantly fighting each other. And Yahweh Shimei Shai has literally a day dedicated to uplifting your spirit. And what's the spirit? The word. And who's the word? Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. I'm going to read it again. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, meaning it's a very serious day. It's a very serious day. And ye shall afflict your souls. So literally when you're fasting, when you're going an extended period of time fasting, you're afflicting your soul. Think about that. You're afflicting yourself. You're self-denying yourself. You're saying that whatever I want to do, it don't mean nothing. What Yahweh Shimei Shai wants, that's what I'm going to do. And he wants you to fast. He wants you to afflict yourself, to humble yourself, to consider that what you got going on don't mean anything. And that's just 360 days. Well, it's one day out of 360 days. So that means it's so important, at least one day out of the year, you're supposed to go on a fast. And in the kingdom of heaven, everyone's going to be going on fasts. Everybody. Heathens, us, and we're going to love doing it. To sow more and more to the spirit. But obviously, we're going to be perfect in the kingdom. And offer an offering made by fire unto the Adawan Yahweh. Because in the ancient world, besides the fact that you will afflict your soul, we will also give offerings unto the Lord. Out of respect to the Lord. Burnt offerings, sin offerings, whatever offerings it may be, we gave it to the Lord. Guilt offerings, so on and so forth. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement. So we're not supposed to do any work in that day. Literally, it's a day of fasting, mourning, weeping, considering everything you've ever done in your current life. And in your past life as well. It's no different. For it is a day of atonement to make an atonement for you before the Adawan Yahweh, your power. So you're doing this in the sight of the Lord. You're not doing this in the sight of men. When you're fasting, when you're praying, you're not telling other men, other women that you're going to be praying and you're going to be fasting. Well, Salaki, you can tell them you're going to pray, but you can't tell them you're fasting. Because in the book of, I believe it's in Matthew, it talks about how Yahweh Shai said, don't be telling people that you're going on a fast to be seen of men, to see your sad face. You're supposed to do it for Yahweh Shimei Shai and nobody else. So let me continue on in verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. Literally, the Day of Atonement is so serious that if you didn't want to afflict your soul, you would get cut off. Hey, that could be various things. It could be you literally get removed from the nation as a whole, you'll be an outcast. That's what it basically comes down to. You're going to be an outcast of Israel. And you don't want to be an outcast. Why would you want to do that? Just afflict your soul for the Lord. Why would you not want to go out of your way to afflict yourself for the Lord, the creator of all things? It just makes no sense. For whatsoever soul it be, I'm going to read it again. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. It's very serious. It's a holy convocation. Oh, Sister Sarai, Shalom, Shalom. Yahweh Shimi on Shai Brakatah. And Malak La'ab, Shalom, my brother. Yahweh Shimi on Shai Brakatah. Let me see. Redeem Yasha Allah 1444. Bro, if this ain't making your body a living sacrifice, I don't know what it is. Exactly. Yo, it's some killer coke. Yo, we could be at home right now having some hot coffee or some hot tea. But this is literally this is us offering ourselves to the Lord right now. And I don't care about the weather. I don't care about all that. That don't mean I've been on this earth for 26 years. And I know you brothers and sisters, y'all been here for a long ass time too. So this is nothing. This is light work. It's a brick on the East Coast. It's been it's been super brick. Yo, I'm feeling it, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna get y'all precepts. The water. I'm gonna just finish in Leviticus 23. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Damn, even the Lord said, he will destroy you. Any soul that's doing any work, you're not afflicting your soul, he'll put you to death. That's how serious. It's a holy convocation. Meaning it's a solemn assembly. It's a very serious time. Fasting is very serious. So why would you not want to fast? Say it again? I don't know what Jake said, but he said what he said. Fasting is powerful. The Day of Atonement lets it be known that it's very powerful. You afflict your soul and you make an offering unto the Lord. And we're going to do that in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to afflict ourselves and we're going to make offerings to the Lord out of respect for him. Let me keep going. Verse 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. So this is going to be something we're going to do forever. Forever and ever. It's literally going to be non-stop. All the commandments, all the laws and statutes, we're going to keep them forever. Day of Atonement happens to be one of them. Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. So, in the Day of Atonement, it's also a Sabbath as well. No work, no laboring, not doing what you want to do, casting off your pleasures, and afflicting your soul to increase your spiritual side. Because man, we have to constantly make sure that we're fasting and we're sowing to the Spirit. Because the Spirit, it needs it. It's easy to sow to the flesh because the flesh has a lot of desires. It wants to do a lot of evil in the sight. It wants to do strife, envy, wrath. If it feels good, that's what the world promotes. If it feels good, just do it. Just like Nike says, just do it. It's no coincidence. Just do it. Hey, brother Shamgar, Shalom, my brother. Yahweh Bashimi on Shai Brakatah. Now I'm going to get all your precepts, the water for it. Because my hands are feeling the numbness right now. All right. From Brother Meshach, 1 Timothy 4:16. Take heed unto thyself. Salaki, ears itchy. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. Yeah, we got to go continue what we know. From the sincere apostles on down, all the knowledge that they bestowed upon us, we got to continue in it And we can't waver in it. Because these people, they'll do whatever they can to push you away from the truth. Your own family, your own friends, various different aspects of life will do whatever it can to move you. But you gotta do whatever you can to endure all of this constantly. Because people are gonna find a way to nitpick you at all these little things. And it's your job to say, nah, I'm not gonna wave, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna continue what the Lord has taught me, which is the doctrine, the pure doctrine of Yahweh Shai. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Woo! Yeah, we're saving the people. It's all about saving the elect. And we endure all things for the elect's sake. Not out here for fun. Not out here for me. Why would I be out here for me? I could be home right now, having a hot coffee on my bed. I know you Akim as well. No different. But we do what the Lord wants us to do, which is to prophesy against America and uplift the nation of Israel. Because America is going to be super done very, very fast in 2024. From what it looks like, this just might be the year. Now, I might sound very optimistic, but you got to have optimism. You got to have hope. Because in this society, it promotes hopelessness. All I see is people looking like they want to kill themselves out here. Don't be like these people. Their hope is vain. They think America's going to go on forever. America's going to get destroyed by ICBM nuclear fire. Salaki, I'm going to keep going. I don't want to go on a tangent. Colossians 3:12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering. Yo, I got to read that again because that's powerful. Colossians 3:12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahweh. I don't want to Ratzazak, we are the elect. I know I want to be. I know you brothers and you sisters want to be as well. We need to act like we are the elect. Coming out here, doing the work of the Lord, sowing to the Spirit, that should not feel like a burden unto you. This should be something that comes second nature to you. Doing what the Lord requires of you, praying, fasting, constantly sowing to the Spirit, because the Spirit is always willing, but the flesh is weak. But we're in this flesh, it's easy to want to have fun and do what you want to do, but you got to do what the Lord requires you to do. Holy and beloved, we got to be separate. We got to be separate from these people. Because most of Americans, Babylonians in general, they literally are ready to give up the ghost. Just look at them, man. I'm a first class, whatchamacallit? I'm a first class person to see this in person. They look like it's all good in America, but it's not. They have no hope. But our hope is Yahweh Shimon Shai. And we are the elect of the nation of Israel. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. And you got to repent. Because if you don't, you're going to get destroyed. Ain't no other way to say it. You got to be holy. Balls of mercies. We need to be merciful. Merciful towards each other and other brothers. If a brother goes off, let them know in a certain manner. You don't have to say in a harsh manner. You say, oh, brother, you're doing this, that's incorrect. You got to correct yourself. Not rebuke them harshly, in a harsh tone. Oh, just take it easy. Just let them know you're going off here and forgive me. So on and so forth. Okay, so kindness. You need to be kind. You need to be friendly. You need to be considerate of your brothers. You can't be so depressed and down all the time, and you're very bitter about life and your personal life. You can't put that on brothers. We're just here to promote the ministry of Yahweh Shimon Shai. Everything else is irrelevant. How you feel, your anger, you don't put your anger towards other brothers and sisters. You uplift them. You make them feel good. And you should be feeling good when you talk to brothers and sisters. You shouldn't be feeling some type of way about them. You know what I'm saying? Humbleness of mind. thinking less of yourself. You can't be selfish. Selfishness is a terrible trait to have, man. Why would you want to be a selfish person? I could think of several selfish people, and I don't like them one bit. Because all they think about is themselves. They don't care about the Lord. They just care about themselves and themselves only. That's a nasty spirit, man. The Lord does not like people who are not humble. And that's why I'm going into it. Fasting will humble you. Fasting will force you to humble yourself. When you feel low, when you feel like, okay, this is the perfect time to call on the Lord, to show him that I'm humble right now and I want to do his will. The Lord sees that, and he's gonna reward you openly, like he said. I recently went on a fast, and let me tell you something. It was a very spiritual day that day. It was very spiritual. And I was watching brothers yesterday, and I noticed a lot of spiritual stuff just happened that same day when I was watching the Akim. I was like, yo, that's the Lord, man. The Lord, he rewards you very openly. He loves the fact that you're sowing to him in the spirit. You're showing him that you love him, man. Yahweh Bashim Shai would not forsake you. He sees every good deed you're doing to him. All you brothers putting up videos, teaching, and showing off, lessons that we may have not heard of, that we may need, reiteration about once again. The Lord is not slack to not consider everything you've ever shown him. Meekness, long-suffering. And that's the point. Ashemaiah 144, 2nd Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Exactly. The hurtful works are fulfilled. So as long as we're here in Babylon the Great, it's only going to get much more worse. People are going to get more evil. People are going to wax colder. And you don't want to get caught up on that. You want to make sure that your spirit is much more dynamic. That your spirit is more electrified. It's more revitalized. It's more rejuvenated, so to speak. And that's literally what fasting does. Yeah, you might feel lowly, but from that lowliness, from you feeling, very down, that's when the Lord springs you right up. He springs you right up and you feel great. So, again, continue to fast, sow to the Spirit. Because if you're not, it's not good on you. And it's really showing that you don't have that much faith. So make sure you're going on fasts. Because it's only going to get evil. John 15 and 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Yahweh Shai said that very plain and clear. You do what he wants you to do, you're his friend. And I don't want Ratazak, we are his friend. I know I want to be his friend. I don't want to be not his friend when he comes back as an angelic force and he destroys a lot of these people out here. Because Yahweh Shai is coming back as a powerful angelic force that cannot be reckoned with. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach himself. And he's a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, a very dark-skinned black man at that. And he's not playing around when he comes back. It's going to be lights out. So we want to be friends with the Lord. Because if you're not friends, man, you're going to suffer a terrible death. I don't want to suffer a terrible death. I know you Akwakim don't want to suffer a terrible death. So we're going to continue to sow to the Spirit. And show love to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And call hello Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for everything he's ever done for us, man. For the 1/3 of the elect. And he has that elect preserved. Adonai Ratazak, Yahweh Ratazak, that's us, man. That's all we can do. Ashemaiah, Proverbs 16 and 9. A man's heart divided his way, but the Lord directs his steps. Yeah, man's ways. So let me read that one more time. A man's heart divides his way. Yeah, your mind as a man or a woman, you may have a specific thing that you want to do in a specific day. a specific time, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, like it says, but the Lord directed his steps. The Adonai Yahweh is the one who's directing your steps. He's going to show you what to do. Because just like how it says in the scriptures, when you go to sleep, that's when he locks your mind, and that's how you get ready for the next day. But again, the point is, you got to continue to fast. Fast, fast, and fast, so the Lord can sup with you. Don't neglect it. You better do it, because it's good. It's the good for you. It's good in the sight of the Lord that you're doing this thing. All right. John 15:15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Yeah, Yahweh Shai made it abundantly clear that we are his friends. I don't want to Ratazak. I don't want to be an enemy of the Lord. I want to do what he wants us to do, which is to feed his sheep, keep the commandments. If you love me, keep my commandments. It's not hard to be a friend of Yahweh Shai or other people in general. If you do what they want you to do, that's positive, that's going to uplift you, you're going to do it. You're not going to do what's negative. Yahweh Shai said, you are not, Salaki, let me get it again. You're not his servant, for the servant knoweth not what the Lord doeth. Yeah, we're not servants, we're his friends, we're his brother. Yahweh Shai is literally our big brother, if you think about it. Yahweh Shai is a big, angry, he's a big, angry black man that's our brother. Think about that, man. Yahweh Shai, not only does he love us, he cares about us, but he also has a wrathful side if you don't do what he wants you to do, just as well. We are his friends, and we got to labor as friends. We're going to do what our friend wants us to do, which is good, which is positive, which is uplifting. He wants us to sow to the Spirit, and that's what he did for 40 days and 40 nights. A pure fast, man. That's legendary. But before I do that and go off on that, let me just continue on with the scriptures. Ashemiah 144K, Matthew 24:21. Then shall be a great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Yeah, that time, it's so abundantly clear. 2024 seems to be that year. And the evils are only going to get worse. People are waxing colder and colder. Oh, you know what's cold? This is 2024, and a lot of prophecies are in Matthew 24. I'll say Matthew 24 for 2024. Matthew 24 for 2024, because, man, what is it? It's the 21st of January. And it's been so much I would say prophecies here and there, but for the most part, a lot of shit has been kicking off. Whatchamacallit, you had Japan, they had their earthquake. What else? That Israel and Gaza conflict, it just got worse. The US and UK bombed Yemen and the Houthis. Russia and Ukraine are still at it. China wants to invade Taiwan. And right now in China as well, you have the army, the military, literally purging people here and there in their own armies. And the reason for that is very simple. They want to purge out those who don't want to do the will of the Lord. And what's the will of the Lord? That China invade Taiwan at some point. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. And I don't want to talk, that's this year too. Matthew 24 for 2024. Because there's going to be a lot of world wars everywhere. And it's going to get worse. And China, Slovakia, the Chinese military is purging out the people that don't want to invade Taiwan from what it seems. Yeah, basically, they don't want to invade Taiwan from what it seems like. Chinese officials, they want to get rid of the non-factors that don't want to do anything. that don't want to go to war. Because Xi Jinping, he wants to go to war. It's clear as day. And it's going to happen at some point. It's just a matter of when. Well, when they get right, and then they'll go in and invade Taiwan. It's just a matter of time. All these prophecies are going to get worse and worse in 2024 if y'all can receive it. Salakia, let me keep going. Okay. Kwanawath. Shalom, my brother. Yahweh Shimon Shai Brakatah. Shalom, bro. But yeah, I just wanted to go into fasting and how important it is to fast. Because Yahweh Shai did it. All the ancient men in the ancient world, they did it. So why aren't we doing it? This is the book of Matthew. Matthew 6 and 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Yeah, don't be like them. Don't be like them at all. They want to go out of their way to look so sad, so down in front of other people just because they went on a fast. No, they just want to be seen in the sight of men. They want the praise of men. And that's what Mayakaahla has always been about. The praise of men and not the praise of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. And that's a deadly combination to have. To try and please men, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be insincere with Yahweh. Why? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Because men, we're just earth and ashes at the end of the day. Earth and ashes, we have no reason to be prideful about anything at all. You want to be seen of men just because you went on a fast? Man, stop with that. Let me read it one more time. Matthew 6 and 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. They have their reward. They are literally, they look bad in the sight of the Lord. Because they want to look good for other people. Listen, that's not what this is about. You got to get right with Yahweh in sincerity and in truth. If you're not sincere with Yahweh and you're just doing it for other people to be liked, to be praised, then you're in here for the wrong reasons. Okay? Verse 17 in Matthew chapter 6, but thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thy face. Verse 18, that thou appear not unto men to fast. You heard what he said? That thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret. You don't want to appear unto men to fast. For what? What exactly are you trying to look for? Are you looking for glorification? For vainglory? To say, oh yeah, that guy, he went on a fast. Oh, she went on a fast too. But what? Like, I'm trying to think about it in a logical sense as well. Like, what are you looking for? Yahweh Shai is looking for sincere believers. Again, we're just earth and ashes. We can die any day. And the scripture says in Proverbs to not boast of tomorrow. Because you don't know what can happen tomorrow. You don't know what can happen next hour, next minute, next week, next month, next year. Anything can happen. So what is there to boast about? To anything and to anybody about anything. Yahweh Shai doesn't like people who are very proud, man. And that's hateful before God and men. Pride and very, very proud for no reason. And really, when you think about it, being very prideful, that comes from Esau, Edom. The Edomites, they're very proud. They exalt themselves like an eagle. And eagles, as an animal, they go about in the atmosphere, very, very high up in the atmosphere. And they look down to see who's the prey. That's literally what Esau is like. Because that pride, that arrogancy, thinking that they're better than other people. The Lord does not like arrogance. Thinking you're better than other people in the ministry. No. But here's the thing also too. As Israelites, we are better than other people. We are better. We're special, we're holy, we're set apart. We're nothing like these people out here. We're the 12 tribes of Israel. The greatest people on this planet. So that's something to be arrogant about. You should be arrogant. Because we are better than all these other people out here. But other than that, when it comes to fasting, don't do it for men. Do it for Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.
And Annette says, yeah, go ahead. The corner like researcher is like, he's like, oh
so,
God, I don't know
where was I? Matthew 6. Check the comments. Matthew 6. Yo, my hand is going numb right now. It's going numb. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it right now. Let me read verse 18 again in Matthew 6. That thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret, because again, he sees everything. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. And Baba Kashaf, when y'all could get that for me, his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Think about that. Just meditate on it. His eyes are literally 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Shalom, my brother. He sees everything you're doing. When you sleep, when you're dreaming, he knows what you're dreaming as well. Think about that. That should always have you on guard. I know that does for me. For me, the fact that he sees everything, man, I don't know how y'all go about your lives just doing wickedness. Now, of course, we have our people who are 2/3, and the heathens, they don't care, and they don't consider. But if they were to know that fact, that Yahweh Shai is watching everything they're doing, man, it would be a different world right now, for the most part. Because you would not be doing things that are not pleasing to him. And what's pleasing to the Lord? Sowing to the Spirit, fasting, giving alms, in sincerity, not in a reproachful manner, not in a way that makes you feel bitter, doing it in a way that makes you feel like, I feel glad that I'm doing this. When you fast, Yahweh Shai, he notices that. Because I'm going to tell you again, I noticed I had a very spiritual day just the other day when I finished my fast. Very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. And thy Father, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. He's going to reward you openly. Literally, he's going to show you what you prayed for is going to come to light. And the spiritual side of you being alive, you're going to see a lot of signs. It's going to be everywhere. So as long as you continue in this faith, in sincerity, and in truth, Yahweh Shai will sup with you. He will show you signs as well. He's not playing around. He's not a God that will forsake you. And he's not a liar either. Let me get the book of Daniel. Because Daniel, he should be a great example for us fasting. Now, of course, we're in Babylon the Great, which is a very evil, wicked society. You got GMO foods, fluoride in the water, poison all in the air. Hey, but you got to do what you got to do. You got to go on a fast. Go on a fast. There's no excuse. Check the comments. But yeah, Baba Kashaf, when y'all could get it for me, where it says, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. But you know what? I think I'll get it myself. I'll get it. Salakia. It's really cold out here, and I love it. It's cold, and I love it. Oh, shoot. It's in Ciroc. Just got to get it out real quick. Ah, damn, I can't get it. Shoot. But it's okay. Y'all got the point. So it's the book of Daniel. chapter 10, verse 2. In those days, Daniel saying, it's Daniel himself saying it, was mourning 3 full weeks. So, yeah, Daniel was mourning for 21 days. Hey, the water Latif, I appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate it. Daniel was fasting for 3 weeks. Think about that. No food, no water. What's up, man? For 3 weeks, he was fasting. Imagine us trying to do that today. No way, Jose. That can't happen. Fasting for 3 weeks. But you fast for as long as you need to. 24 hours. At the very least, 24 hours. You can get away with that. But Daniel did 3 weeks. Because, of course, in the ancient world, what you gonna call it? There was no fluoride, no GMOs, like I said before previously. But we gotta work with what we gotta work, man. So let me read it again. Daniel chapter 10, verse 2. And in those days, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. Verse 3. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth. So nothing at all. It was not what you call it, a water fast or any various fast like that. Most secret parts. Okay, I'm gonna get that too. He literally stopped eating and stopped drinking for 3 weeks. That's a long time. And in today's world, they call it a dry fast. A dry fast. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. So that should be a great example. Daniel, Yahushua, Ezra, even the nation of Israel in general, when they took time out of their day and said, we're going to go on a fast for the Lord. And they humbled themselves in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord always came through. He always showed up. He said, I love the fact that basically the Lord loves it. You're doing it for Him. You're not doing it for you. Because fasting is all about the Lord at the end of the day. Because you will humble yourself when you're fasting. Let me tell you that. You will feel humble. You will feel down. And that's just part of the process. There's no way around it. But let me get this. From King Serving Yahushua, Ecclesiasticus 23:19. I gotta note that down. I gotta make sure I remember that. But the water, my brother. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Adonai Yahweh are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. Woo! Yo, I love that scripture, man. Because it just shows that the Lord is omnipotent. It makes it abundantly clear. If these people knew that, the heathens, they will know in the kingdom of heaven, that Yahushua is omnipotent. He's everywhere. He sees everything you're doing. For even today, in Babylon the Great, the Lord sees everything that's going on. He sees what you're doing. He sees the secret thing that you think you got away with, what you put on the internet and stuff like that. The Lord sees everything you do, day in and day out. Even the most secret thing that you think that nobody else has seen. The Lord saw it. So with that in mind, you should go out of your way to literally change up whatever you're doing. If it's evil, you better stop that evil. Because the Lord is seeing everything you're doing. Just think about it. He's watching everything you're doing. So why would you not want to change up what it is that's evil in the sight of Him as soon as possible, as quickly as possible? I'm going to read it again. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. So you're not getting away. You're not getting away. Even Esau, Edom. when they're doing their enchantments, they're putting curses on other people, especially to the nation of Israel. In their mansions, you got the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Gettysburgs. Those are the elites of society, the Edomites, so-called white people. They think they're good to go. They think the Lord doesn't see them. And the Lord sees it all. The Lord sees everything that's going on. And Esau, Edom is being searched out. Even right now, at this very millisecond. 1 Peter 3:12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous. Yeah, he's over the righteous. Adon Ratazak, we are the righteous. Don't want to be wicked in the sight. Don't want to transgress the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Nope. Nope. We're doing what's right in the Lord. And what's right, keeping of the laws, statutes, and commandments, and having the faith. That's what matters. Nothing else matters. If you're doing anything that's off, you better correct it. You better correct it. Because the Lord will chastise you. Just like it says in, I believe, Hebrews chapter 12. For the eyes of the Adawan are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, when I went on a fast, I can attest, the Lord was there. He was there. The spiritual, everything spiritual just showed up right in front of my face. When I watched the Akim the other day, when I was going throughout my daily activities, it was abundantly clear. Now, it's always clear. We're all seeing that, all of us. We're all seeing the Lord in our day-to-day activities. But when you go on a fast and you pray to the Lord consistently and in sincerity, man, a lot of spiritual stuff is going to happen that day. I'm going to tell y'all, just like that. A lot. And his ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of the Yahweh Yahweh is against them that do evil. So if you do evil in the sight of the Lord, man, he's against you. Your prayer is an abomination. If you're evil in the sight of the Lord, he wants nothing to do with you. You don't want to get right? You want to close your ears? All right. Well, the Lord has no purpose with you. So guess what? All he has to do is close your prayers off from him. Yahweh doesn't have to hear you. You can choose somebody else. Literally, the creator of all things can do whatever he wants. And here it is. You want to do evil? All right. He doesn't have to listen to you. He doesn't have to talk to you. He doesn't have to sup with you. You're just literally a walking corpse as we speak. You are a walking corpse as we speak. Most of these people, they're walking corpses. You want to be like these people? Just look at them. They look like they want to give up the ghost. But we have life everlasting, Adon Ratazak, through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Because that's what, at the end of the day, all that matters, man. Not what these people got going on. None at all. He's over the righteous. Think about that. Over the righteous. And remember, King Solomon said he only found one man out of 1,000. Just one. That's phenomenal, man. Think about that. 1 out of 1,000, where one was righteous. The rest were wicked. So it's clear how phenomenal Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai views his righteous men. Because evil is just going to continue on in society as long as we're here. And the only way this place is actually going to be clean, is going to be cleansed, is by the thermonuclear fire that's going to come to this place. And it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Psalms 19 and 8. The statutes of the Adon Yahweh are right. Exactly. They're right. They're great. They are incredible. They are right. That's literally what makes you a righteous person. What makes you evil is transgressing the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. If you transgress, you're only making yourself much more of an enemy to the Lord, man. You're getting waxed worse and worse and worse. And to what end is it for you? I'm going to get that, actually. You're only making yourself a terrible target for the Lord by doing what he doesn't want you to do. And those who are doing what he wants us to do, we're only going to get waxed stronger and stronger, get better and better, and we're not going anywhere. We're only going to stay here until Yahweh Shai decides to take us out and let all the hell break loose. Because once the elect is sealed, man, it's lights out for everybody. It's lights out. Once those angels, they're literally holding back. They're holding back as we speak. And once they let go, it's going to be lights out, man. It's going to be no jokes. All gas, no brakes. But let me finish off. Sister Athena Padril, Shalom, Akwa, Yahweh Shimei Shai Brakatah. And hope, grace, and mercy, 144, Kalak, Shalom, my brother, Yahweh Shimei Shai Brakatah. I'm going to read Psalms 19:8 again from the top. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. Yeah, when you're doing what's right in the Lord, in his sight, it makes you feel really good. Because you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the Creator himself. The Creator of the whole earth, of time itself, of wisdom. It feels good to do what he wants you to do. Praying, fasting, giving alms, reading the scriptures, all 80 books. Y'all should feel that way. I know I do. I feel incredible when I do what the Lord wants. When I cast off what pleases me, what brings me my desires, and I say I want to do what Yahweh Shai says, I feel incredible, man. And ain't nothing gonna go anywhere because he sees that and he rewards us openly. If you sow to the Spirit, you're gonna reap. You're gonna reap to the Spirit. You're gonna get more life, more spiritual strength, so to speak. But Salakia. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. Yeah, it enlightens your eyes. Because the law, statutes, and commandments, it's not just, it is laws and it is stuff that we're supposed to do, obviously. But if you actually read it, like you take time to read our laws and our statutes and our commandments, there's a lot of wisdom in it. You should take the time to actually do that. Like, take time to actually see that there's a lot of hidden gems in the scriptures. A lot. The laws are there for a reason. And it's not just 613. It's over 600, actually. And if you think about it, too, 613, 6 plus 1 is 7. And then you add 3 is 10. And then you got Christians saying, the 10 commandments. Hey, Yahweh knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. So I'm going to read this real quick. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 34. Is it 9? Oh, Salakia, it's 8. The book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 33. Hear instruction and be wise. Refuse it not. You got to hear instruction. Be wise and refuse it not. Don't be rebellious like these people out here. They just want to, again, like, they want to continue to sow to the Spirit. I mean, Salaki, not the Spirit. They want the people, the Babylonians, they want to sow to their flesh. And they're just going to reap corruption as a result of that. Verse 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. Verse 35. But again, blessed is that person, that man or woman, that actually wants to seek the Lord, that wants to do what he wants them to, what he tells them to do. And it's all right here. There's no excuse for any of the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel is going to learn the hard way. A lot of our people got to learn the more cruel and vicious way, because a lot of them don't want to get right. Verse 35, for whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Adonai Yahweh. Verse 36, but he that sitteth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. I mean, how much more plain do you have to be about that? If you hate the Lord, you love death. You don't want to do what's right. You don't want to keep the commandments. You don't want to fast. You don't want to give alms. You don't want to do any of these things. You just want to do what you want to do. Well, then you love death. I mean, this society promotes death everywhere. Why would you want to be a partaker in death? Stay away from that, man. Continue to sow and sow to the Spirit. Non-stop. Because this place does not have much to go. The writing is literally on the wall, just like it happened in Daniel. How much more right now? 2024 is only going to get worse and worse and worse. So you people, or not you people, you Akim or Aquathium, y'all got to get right with the Lord. Continue to sow to the Spirit. Because these Babylonians, they're going to continue on with their folly, their madness, and you got to do what's right in the Lord. And Baba Kashaw, if you could get it from me where it says that even just one person that repents, the angels of the Lord rejoice at that. But if you can't find it, I think I know where it is. I believe it's in Luke, if I'm not mistaken. The Lord is calling out to his righteous men. Yeah, just get it where it says, the angels rejoice when one sinner repenteth. And that's what we out here for. Ain't out here for everybody. Because if we were out here for everybody, we'd lose our goddamn minds. Think about it, man. Most of these people, they're not going to repent from their sins of the nation of Israel. Mayakaahla is super stiff-necked and super hard-headed. To repent from their sins? Oh, they don't want to do that. That's too much. That's too much of a job to do. Too much work. Because our people are lazy as hell too, man. But let me get Salakia. I'm trying to find where it says where one sinner repenteth, it rejoices the angels as well. Where is it? I believe it's in Luke. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right. Just want to go more into fasting, really. And we got to make sure our spiritual side is up to par with the Lord. Hey, the water, bro. Latif, you coming in. Yo, I appreciate it, my brother. Luke 15:7. I say unto you that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repenteth. Exactly. In heaven, they're having a party. There's literally a party for one of the nation of Israel that repents in the city. Just one. Imagine that. A whole rejoicing in heaven. Everybody is partying in heaven. Not heaven, Salakia, but paradise. In paradise, the angels are having fun, man. Over one sinner that repented. That should make you want to get out here and, labor. Continue to labor. But let me start again. I say unto you that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repenteth, man. Just one. Just one righteous. More than over 99 just persons which need no repentance. Man, that makes it abundantly clear. If you're a sinner, which Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Shai hates, and you repent, man, they rejoice in the heavens. They say that's amazing. Kol Halol Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. But I'm going to end it out with this over here in the book of Tobit, chapter 12, because my hands are really feeling it right now. Woo! I'm feeling it right now. I am, for real. All right, so the book of Tobit, chapter 12, verse 8, which is really the whole point of this lesson. Prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. Prayer is very good with fasting, alms, and righteousness. That's 3 in 1, literally. Fasting. When you fast, you afflict yourself. You're strengthening your spirit so the Lord can uplift you because you're humbling yourself in the sight of Him. When you give alms, you're giving whatever you may have stored up. It could be gold, silver, money, precious metals, whatever the case is. You're giving that to the Lord, or you're giving that to people. Because the Lord does not like a stingy person. He doesn't like a niggard. He likes someone that's very giving, very selfless. Doesn't think about him or herself too much. Okay? And righteousness. And again, what makes you righteous? The keeping of the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. That's what makes you righteous. That's what makes you holy. That's what makes you a saint. A kodashium. A precious saint in the sight of the Lord. Reading from the top, Tobit chapter 12, verse 8. Prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. Just a little bit of righteousness is better than that person with a whole bunch of unrighteousness. Oh, I know there's a precept to that. It says where, let me see if I remember. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, it's in the book of Sirach where it says, oh damn, I forgot how it goes, but I think it says, it goes, righteousness is better than much wisdom, or something to that effect. It's in the book of Sirach. I just forgot, I completely butchered it, but I know it's in there. Damn, I know, I gotta get that precept. I remember it, I just can't really recall how to say it. A little bit of righteousness is better than he that has much wisdom, so to speak. I know it's somewhere in there. Because it's true, it's so true, man. So, a little righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. It's better to give than to receive. Especially when you give in sincere and in truth, man. You're not giving out of reproach and bitterness. You're giving because you sincerely want to give. If you're going to give out of reproach and anger and anguish, just don't give at all. Give when your heart feels like it. When your heart desires to do that. Because remember, everything you do, it starts in your mind. Everything. If your mind is a certain way, your actions are going to follow. If you give in sincerity, the Lord notices that. If you give it in a reproachful manner, like in an angry, bitter manner, the Lord sees that as well. Again, 10,000 times brighter than the sun. 10,000. You know? It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. Yo, I'm shaking right now. That's how cold. Some killer cold weather out here, man. I'm shaking. For alms doth deliver from death. Alms deliver you from death. Giving. Just giving. And being grateful about it. And loving the fact that you're giving. That delivers you from death. Think about it. For alms doth deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. So all sin is literally getting purged because you gave alms. You want to give alms, you give. A giver is better than a receiver. You know? Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life. Damn, man. Gotta say it one more time. Sounds too nice. those that exercise alms, so that's giving, and righteousness, which is keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, shall be filled with life. So you're filled with life when you do these things. But they that sin are enemies to their own life, man. Woo! And that literally coincides with the book of Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. All they that hate me love death. And what's death? Promoting sin on top of sin. Transgressing the laws of Yahweh Shai, man. I'm going to read it one more time. Just close it out with this. But they that sin are enemies to their own life. You're literally an enemy to your own life by going off and just transgressing the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? But hey, hopefully you Akim wa Agwathim were edified to some degree, exhorted, feeling great. Because I'm going to close out. My feet are numb right now. But hey, the water for tuning in. I appreciate all y'all going. Salakia, for tuning in, basically. I hope all you brothers and sisters are staying fervent, stay prayed up, and fast. You got to make sure you're fasting. Because fasting is super important. You're going to notice a lot of good coming from fasting. So Baba Kashad, do it. Set up a time and day in the near future and get it done. Because it's going to get more evil out here. So you don't want to get caught up with all the evils out here. But face the east and give all praises, honor, and glory, which is to our power right here. Yahweh, Bashir, Yahweh Shah. Shalom to the remnant and shalom to the elect. Shalom, sisters Tarai. Shalom, shalom. Y'all take care, okay? Take care.